The House of Representatives has continued its grilling of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NAHCON, over its management of a 90 billion naira subsidy from the federal government. The subsidy was for the 2024 Hajj, which members at a recent House Ad-hoc Committee hearing insisted was not properly executed. The report.
NAHCON's Commissioner of Operations, Olariwaju Elegushi, acknowledged the subsidy but could not explain how it was allocated. He, however, promised to provide relevant documents in a subsequent hearing.
We need to know what happened to this money. We don't care whether EFCC is investigating it or they're not investigating. That's not my business. EFCC will go and do their statutory work. We'll do our own statutory work. We have a convergence. We'll get somewhere where we'll refer this report to the FCC to continue the investigation. Remember, a member of this parliament went to prison because of the cost of the investigation of the parliament itself. You were aware subsidy was paid to Nigerian pilgrims?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware how much was paid?
90 billion.
90 billion?
Yes, sir.
Have you at any point in time in the course of your operations in Hajj Commission seen any document showing the way the 90 billion the subsidy was paid?
I have not seen such documents.
Was the subsidy
until the last the former chairman granted a press conference, a press conference, a World Cup press conference, where he stated by himself how the 90 billion was spent.
As I am under swear, I don't know anything about the sharing of 90 billion. Maybe my director can come and clear that.
Can you confirm to this investigation hearing
yes,
whether NAHCON was at one time in receipt of 90 billion from federal government?
Yes, I'm aware of that. I even have the statement here the day the money enters our CBN account.
Can we have a copy, please?
Actually, Mr. Chairman, I realize there's many problems in the commission. Sometimes some people try to mislead you, will not allow you to understand what is going on. Let me give you one example. The problem is were many, but let me give you simple example. I realize there is a problem with our stakeholders, state chairman and executive chairman, for the executive secretary, for the state pilgrim boards.
The Association for Hajj and Umrah Operators of Nigeria, AHWON, suggested that Hajj operations should transition to private sector management, with NAHCON focusing solely on regulation and oversight. The association's vice president, Haruna Ismail, argued that the private sector is better equipped to handle Hajj logistics and called for a gradual increase in private sector control over pilgrim slots by 10,000 annually. Stakeholders also recommended clearer definitions within the NAHCON Establishment Act and proposed that private tour operators and state pilgrim boards have representation on NAHCON's board.
We need a strong NAHCON that can not only back but also bite and sanction any operator that trample on the right of the pilgrims, both in the private tour operators and the state pilgrims welfare board. I think this is lacking now.
The managing director of Commerel Travels, Abubakar Siddiq, emphasized the need for qualified Hajj managers and argued that NAHCON should set regulations and not determine Hajj fees or control operational aspects.
Yesterday, a document was passed to the chair, the template that NAHCON produces. This is an oft-repeated ritual which NAHCON has no business in. NAHCON should not determine Hajj fares for states. Why will NAHCON license private tour operators and license state pilgrims boards and produce a template for the Hajj fare for them and announce it? That is not its business.
The recommendations stressed enhanced oversight, capacity building in the private sector, and a cooperative framework among all Hajj stakeholders to streamline future operations.